Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to finally be showing you guys how I make my mac and cheese. Now I had a bunch of cheese here in the fridge and I'm trying to use them up, so I'm going to use all the cheese that I got left in my fridge. So I have some Velveeta. Velveeta is a must in your mac and cheese. I have some Gouda, a little pepper jack, a little mixed cheese here. There's Monterey Jack and mild cheddar, sharp cheddar, extra sharp cheddar, some whole milk, ground black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, your elbow macaroni noodles, of course. I have a little parsley and some salt. So the first thing you want to do before anything else is get your water boiling for your noodles. You want to have your noodles boiled and done and out of the way. So now for the roux, I have about a half stick of that butter in there, just letting that melt up a little bit to get started on the roux. So now that the butter is nice and melted, we're going to go in with just a little flour. Like I said, we're going to make a roux for the mac and cheese that gets it nice and creamy. Add just a little more. Just add a little at a time. Okay. Now you want to continue to stir because you don't want the flour, this mixture, to start burning. So you just want to continue to stir, kind of get a little bit of that raw taste of the flour out. Okay, so you want to continue stirring for about a minute or two and it'll start to look like this. And now what we're going to do is go in with our milk, but we're going to go in slowly. Just add it a little at a time and mix to kind of get that flour a chance to mix in with the milk first before, so that it doesn't clump up. Just like that, a little at a time. Okay, so once that's nice and mixed, you want to leave that and let it boil up. You want to make sure your milk is nice and hot before you do the next step. Okay, so as you can see, the cheese is starting to bubble up a little bit. Like I said, you want to make sure that your cheese is hot. I mean, your milk is hot before adding the cheese, or it's just going to clump up on you and you're not going to be able to fix it. So what I'm going to do now is start going in with the cheese. This is my Velveeta. You're going to add your cheese in a little at a time and mix in between as well so that it doesn't clump up on you. So just add a little at a time and stir. That way, if your milk is hot enough, as soon as you add the cheese in, it immediately begins to melt instead of clump up. I'm gonna just melt my Velveeta cubes. I cut them into small cubes for easier melting. As you can see, it's starting to melt down. Okay guys, I got the Velveeta in and nice and mixed in. Now what I'm gonna do is go in with my Gouda. This is regular Gouda, not smoked Gouda. See how it's getting very thick and creamy. So I'm gonna go in with the sharp cheddar. Okay. Just like that. Nice and cheesy and creamy. I'm making a big mess, but okay, just like that. Now what I'm going to do is season this up just a little bit. So now I have this on low because I don't want it to burn. Going with a little black pepper, a little garlic powder. Y'all know I need garlic in everything, but not too much garlic. You don't want it to be garlicky mac and cheese. Just a little bit of onion powder, a dash of parsley, and a little bit of salt. You want to mix this and give it a taste. Okay, so I tasted mine. I just added another small dash of salt, and now it is perfect. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I have my noodles here. I'm just gonna pour that sauce right over there and give it a really good mix. Just like that. And you wanna make sure you have enough sauce, because when you bake it, it's all gonna stick to the noodles and dry up. So you want to make sure you have enough sauce so that it'll be nice and creamy still once it's baked. So now what I did was transfer all of that into my baking dish, and I'm gonna go over it with the extra sharp cheddar. This is extra sharp right on top. And like I said, you want to make sure you have enough cheese sauce around your noodles so that when it bakes, it does not dry out. So it may look like a lot now, but trust me, it's going to be nice and creamy. Oh man, that's a lot. Do that. And now, just to make it pretty, I go over the top with a little parsley. If you have breadcrumbs, you could use, sometimes I do breadcrumbs, just to make it pretty. And you're gonna bake this in the oven for about 25 minutes. Okay guys, so after about, I left mine in for a few more minutes. It was probably like 30 minutes. And this is how it looks. Just until it's nice and bubbly and brown around the edges. My cheese all kind of came to the middle for some reason, I don't know. But, so I'm gonna dig into it so you guys can see how creamy and cheesy it is. See how nice and creamy and cheesy. I don't want to mess it up too much, but I want to show y'all how nice and creamy it is. That's why I said you want to make sure you have enough of that cheese sauce in there so that when it bakes, it doesn't all dry out. See that? Just like that. Let me try to fix it back in there. Well, anyway, guys, if you like this video and if you try this recipe out, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next video.